Hi everybody, it's Graham Armstrong again, your PE4 teacher, and let's have another, it's part two of Unit 1, okay, so we're still on Unit 1 and we will be on page 10, okay. I'm assuming that you have done your Moodle and you have printed your PDF. So if you haven't done any of them, please do it now. Right. So let's just do this. I've found a nice picture of the cherry blossoms. Maybe we can't go out to see the cherry blossoms, but we can have a look at the pictures, and also if we miss this year, it means that it will be twice as nice next year. So also, as I always say at the beginning of the video, if you're having a difficult time because of the coronavirus, tell your family, tell your friends, and they will help you. Don't be sad alone, okay? I was having a difficult time being at home alone, and it was difficult. So I'm staying with a friend for a bit, for a while, because it was hard. So it's hard living alone in quarantine. So if you're having a hard time, talk to somebody. It's okay. It's okay to say that you're having a hard time. Okay, right. Next one is check the vocabulary in your PDF or in your book. Okay. Check to make sure that you know the meaning of the vocabulary. And if you don't, have a look in your dictionary, okay, and it will tell you. So right, so what are we doing today? Oh, so exciting. Okay, today we are going to practice reading, pronunciation, syllable stress, and intonation. Okay, if you don't know what they are, have a look in your dictionary, okay, because there's no point just sitting there listening to me and not knowing anything about what I'm talking about. Okay, so the next slide, because I should have done prefixes. Yes, so these are all prefixes, okay, and these go at the beginning of the word. So con, in, de, pro, pre, be. Well, you get the idea. All of these go at the beginning of the word, okay, and they are called prefixes. Right, let's go on to the next slide. Suffixes, okay, and we have it in Korean for you next to the word. I didn't do it, okay, my friend did it for me, because as we know, my Korean is terrible. So there's an explanation at the bottom for what suffixes are. Okay, and that should help. Okay, so with suffixes phy, fi, and gi, and si, and ti, and al. Okay, the stress syllable goes 2 syllables before the suffix. For example, photography. Oh, I can't say it now. Photography. Yes, that is it. Photography. Because I was reading it as it is in its syllable form, and as we know, English doesn't always work like that. Okay, and the next one, ability. Okay, B is the stressed syllable. Okay, right, so we have nouns that end in tion, which is shun, and jun, and I'm going to say the words, and it's going to be easier, I think. Cooperation. Okay, cooperation. Cohesion. So if you want an example of another using ion, maybe fashion. Okay, or I see allergic. So the word sound or the syllable sound is part of the word. Okay, so you have to be able to do the sound of the word. Okay, and now I'm getting confused. Right. Okay, so for verbs, the stressed syllable is 2 syllables before the suffix. Okay, so for example, estimate, and recognize. Okay, so but you can, this is just to help you further on. Okay, now this is the difficult one. Okay, because we have examples of the same a word with the same spelling, but they have different sounds. Okay, so depending on whether it is a verb or a noun, and that depends where the stressed syllable goes. So for example, record is a verb, and so as such the stressed syllable goes at the end. For the noun, it goes at the beginning. Record, not record. Record is a verb, So it's record. For the noun it is record. And the same with produce. Produce. And produce. Produce. And the next one, contract. Contract. And the next one is contract. Contract. That one is a little more difficult to notice the difference. And the next one, survey. Survey. And then the noun is survey. Survey. So it is also sounds a little different, okay, even though they are spelt the same. With that one it is a little different. And the next verb is present. Present. That is what I am doing. I am presenting. Okay? And the noun is present. Present. So you can see, even though they have the same spelling, the words are spoken differently, and also they can have different meanings as well, like present and present. Okay? Present is something that you do, and present is something that you give. Right. So, anytime you want to give me a present, feel free. Right. Okay, so those were examples of 2-syllable words, and I hope it wasn't too confusing for you. And we need to go on to yay! Oh no! Okay, so the role of syllable stress. Okay. Okay. We're going to stay on page 10 still. Okay, and if you look, it says your task is to find the stress syllable in the words in bold. Now, because I'm such a nice professor, I did number 1, number 3, number 5, and number 7. Okay, you can do 2, 4, 6, and 8, because that way, if you do it, you're more likely to remember. So, I will read the sentences and see if you can notice the stressed syllables. Now, because it is kind of cheating a little bit, I guess, because I can see the stressed syllables, and it is difficult when you're reading and you know it's a stressed syllable not to stress that syllable even further, but we will try. Okay, so number 1, Mr. Kutas has set an incredible new record for acquisitions this month. Mr. Kutas has set an incredible new record for acquisitions this month. Number 3, I concur that it is becoming increasingly improbable that we will be able to coordinate. Okay, I concur that it will rewind. Take 2. I concur that it is becoming Take 3. Take 3. Number 3. I concur that it is becoming increasingly improbable that we will be able to coordinate. Thank you. Number 5. His explanation of the report showed efficiency and ability. Again, number 5. His explanation of the report showed efficiency and ability. Number 7. Prosperity and glory are the main goals of the Andrew Athletics Corporation. And again, prosperity and glory are the main goals of the Andrew Athletics Corporation. So, I think the best thing you can do with that is to use your recording device, record the sentences and listen for the stress syllables even, and then you will be able to notice, okay, the difference and the importance for speech, because you're not a robot and you don't want to sound like a robot, do you? No? Right. Luckily I've got some coffee. Right. Okay, so on to the next slide. Okay. Page 10 is finished. Yay! Drum roll. Now we can go on to page 11. Okay. I'm going to read the 3 paragraphs for you. Okay. And I'm going to read the 3 paragraphs, and you need to notice the correct stressed syllables. Okay, so I will read it, you listen and mark the correct stressed syllables. And why am I doing all the work? You're meant to be doing this, not me. Right. I'm not really that sure I like online teaching, because I have to do all the work. And usually in my class You do all the work. Alright, so I'm just going to put the light on. Then I have no excuse for reading it badly. Right. Okay. So, paragraph 1. Our dispute is about the costs that you have charged to us. We plan to return the produce that we bought from you and request that you refund our purchase. Our records show that the contract we signed with you is clear about price, and for this reason we are going to contest all the goods that we have imported from you in the past month. Okay. Phew, I got it. I did it with no mistakes. Number 2. Congratulations, Miss Arlington, on your new profession. Your hard work has been an inspiration to us all over the years. You have been a very dependable and cooperative member of the corporate team, and we will miss seeing you around here. How we will coordinate our efforts without you, I don't know. We wish you the best of luck with your new job in photography. Number 3. I nearly did number 2 without fault. Number 3. This address will focus on the findings of our last remodeling endeavour. The cost estimate for our choice of paint and wallpaper adhesive has been too low. We would like to experiment with other options at this time. The construction material we chose for the interior is taking too long to prepare. We would be interested to compare with our suppliers. On a positive note, the contractor has expressed satisfaction with our overall work to date and is willing to wait until any problems are resolved. Okay, so there you have it. Okay, identify the stressed syllables. Okay, if you can, and try it at least. Okay. Right, so we have got another slide. Natural intonation. The melody of language. Oh, sorry. The melody in language. So, the melody that you hear when you speak is intonation. Okay. Intonation and tone are different. Okay. So, intonation. We have three kinds of intonation. Okay. There are 3 types. One is rising, where the intonation in the sentence only goes upwards. Okay. For example, are you thirsty? And the next one is falling intonation. Okay, where the intonation is only going downwards. Okay, so another example. I think we are completely lost. I think we are completely lost. And then we have for the third, which is a mixture of the two, which is rise and fall intonation. Okay, where the intonation goes up and down, up and down, up, down. So, for example, would you like another coffee? So, if you notice on the word coffee, the first syllable for coffee goes up, cough, cough. And then the second syllable, fee, goes down. Okay, coffee. So they go up and down. Okay, so on your slide there, I've got some more. Okay, yes and no questions. Am I right? Okay, that goes upwards. Okay. Do you? That's another one. It's a rising intonation. Is there? That's another rising intonation. Okay. But sentences tend to have up and down intonation, rising and falling, a mixture. Okay, so I like speaking. There are no rules for intonation. Let's learn today. And then information type questions. Okay. When do you go? Where is this place? How often does she or he? Okay. So, and then lists in sentences. Usually they tend to there's a pattern, okay, when you're doing lists in sentences. So, item 1, item 2, item 3, and item 4. So, the last item, there is a falling syllable. Okay. Next one, age, height, weight, and hair. Next one, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and last. Okay, so good luck with that one. Right. And we'll go on to the next page, I think. Okay. Right, so. Right. So, page 12. Okay. Let's practice. So, number 1. I heard that the party started at 9 p.m. Is that correct? Number 2. Certainly, sir. Will you be having the French or the Italian omelette this evening? Number 3. Local police still have no idea what caused the accident on State Highway 5. Okay, so I've done the first 3. You can do the second 3. So number 4, number 5, And number 6, okay, you practice, record and listen, okay, unless you've got somebody that you can practice with. Okay, let's go on to the next slide. I hope you're staying awake. Right, so, let's not go on to the next slide. If you see here, I'd forgotten I'd done this. I heard that the party has a rising syllable, okay, and then at 9 p.m. it starts going down again, okay, and then is this correct? Because it's a question. The last word tends to have rising syllable. And the next one, okay, certainly sir. Certainly sir has a falling intonation at the end. And then will you be having, so it's rising, 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 and then when you get to have, and then the ing syllable is lower, okay? And then the French or the Italian is a rising syllable, okay? And evening, it starts higher and goes lower, so it's a falling intonation, syllable intonation. Right, local police still have no idea what caused the accident on State Highway 5. As you can notice, it starts going up. Local police still have no idea, and then it starts falling down again. What caused the accident on State Highway 5? So the accident on State Highway 5 is always falling, okay, further and further down. Okay, next one. Okay, so anyway, the lesson is finished, okay? Don't forget to take 2. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? So that you can get notice of when I post another exciting video, okay? And it will ping in your email and say, Teacher Graham has made another exciting video for you. And so on that note, I'm going to say stay safe, stay virus free, most importantly stay happy, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.